I won't miss any of the workout today. All right, and I don't even have Chris here to do the hard moves for me, so I have to do them all today. So as you're rocking side to side, you can even go into small circling motions just to relax out your back, because it's a Monday. Monday, rule number one is that your back is stiff, you know? Then you're gonna hug one knee to your chest, other legs out straight, and you're gonna go side to side there. So if you wanna have one foot down on the ground, you could. It's really up to you. Just paying attention to your hips and your lower back, right? So sometimes on this, if my hip flexors are really tight, I can feel them popping. And it doesn't feel very good, so I go slow, right? I don't wanna go fast, heck no. So go about one more to each side. And then we're gonna have straight legs. So you're gonna grab behind your hamstring or your calf, and you're gonna alternate there. So again, if your hamstrings are really tight, you wanna move slower. Hamstrings are pretty sensitive anyways, so moving slow will make them like you more, right? Nobody ever says, hey, do this hamstring exercise as fast as possible. No, don't do that. If someone says that to you, you should run the other way, right? Because hamstrings are just sensitive little guys, you know? Doesn't take much to make them angry. So we're gonna go about one more to each side, and then we're gonna relax those legs down, and we're gonna go into just slow control bridges. So feet are flat on the ground, you're gonna inhale in, exhale, you'll press up, squeeze those glutes, nice and easy, coming back down. So again, take your time on the bridges, right? If you wanna hold up top a little bit longer, you could, right? Whatever feels good to you. We're warming up, so you might as well make it feel good, right? Isn't that the definition of warm up? Feel good? Kind of. I do kind of a twisted warm up, you know? If you're not sweating by the end of my warm up, then what's the point, you know? I don't want you to get too relaxed and fall asleep during warm up. No, heck no. So on your next bridge, you're gonna press up all the way, and now you're just gonna do your half bridge. So you're gonna come down and press back up. So it's not exactly a pulse, because I want you to go a little bit slower, right? You have to control your body more, and you've really got to focus in on those glutes. So when you're doing the half bridge, your glutes are going to burn a lot quicker. Yay! Everybody loves that, right? So just nice and controlled here. We're going to go for about 10 seconds, then we'll do a little bit of a hold, and then we'll get our core going for the day. So on your next bridge, go ahead, press up. You're just going to hold there as high as you can. You're going to squeeze those glutes. You're going to bring your arms up straight, and we're just going to move our arms around. So you can alternate. You'll bring one arm down, and then the other, right? Going side to side there, just to warm up those shoulders. Then your next one you're gonna do, you're gonna have both hands together, you're gonna come wide there and back. Kind of like if we do chest flies with our dumbbells, but you don't have dumbbells, obviously. So we're just trying to move our upper body while our lower body holds us in place, okay? We're gonna do 2 more, and then you're gonna relax your hips down, right? And you're gonna put your hands behind your head. We're gonna do a slow and controlled crunch. So elbows are wide, you're gonna inhale in, exhale, we'll lift up, push that back down. Nice, easy inhale, you're coming back. So try to make sure that you're resting your head in your hands, right? Try to relax your neck as much as you can. Try not to just pull up on your neck. So if you go nice and slow and focus on pushing that back down, it's gonna help you wake up your core. And it might even shake a little bit. Mine shakes, right? I'm shaking right there. Shake, shake, shake. It happens. So now as you're crunching, we're going to add in a leg. You're just going to crunch. One leg comes towards you. Your foot comes down, your head comes down, and you'll go to the other side. So we are going to alternate, right? Sometimes we alternate, and today's one of those. So still keeping your elbow wide. You're acting like you're going to touch your nose to your knee. I don't think you will touch your nose to your knee, but that's okay. All right, so we got about 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna warm up more on some bridges. Okay, taking your time. We're gonna go 10 more seconds, focusing on that lower back, pushing down every time that foot comes up and you crunch up. We're gonna go 4 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. Then you're gonna relax down. So we're gonna go all the way up into our bridge, and we're gonna warm up our calves and our ankles. So you're just gonna go up and down on those tiptoes, right? We're holding our bridge here. And then in a little bit, we're gonna do some single leg bridges to help you get warmed up for the day. Yeah, single leg bridges are in our warm-up. How cool. So just going up and down on those tiptoes, stretching out the calves, right? Stretching out the ankles. We're not doing any balance work today because you're on the mat, so if you fall over, that's fine. So you're gonna stay up on those tiptoes, and now you're gonna bridge up and down here. So you're letting those hips come up and down. You can let your hips come all the way to the floor if you want to, or you can do the half bridge. So either way you wanna do it there, your goal is to stay up high on those tiptoes and make sure those calves are working, right? Strong calves are key, right? If you don't have strong calves, you're just silly. So on your next motion, you're just gonna press up. We're gonna hold right here for about 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go into some single leg work. So just nice and easy holding here, breathe in, and in about 3 seconds, you'll relax down. So that's 3 seconds. It took me 3 seconds to say it. So relax those heels down, relax your hips down. You're gonna cross your right foot over to your left knee, and you're gonna do a single leg bridge there. So you're gonna inhale in, exhale, come out, right? So it's nice and controlled. If a single leg bridge doesn't feel good to your back, or just in general, you can have both feet down, that's fine. It's not gonna hurt you, right? And in about 10 seconds, we're gonna do a hold, and the hold is gonna get kind of mean. I won't even lie to you, right? So on your next motion, you're gonna press up, you're gonna hold. So if you kept both feet down, you're just gonna hold a regular bridge. Otherwise, you're gonna take that right leg, you're gonna kick it out. It's gonna come back and tap your left knee. You'll kick out, tap, kick out, tap your left knee. So you're holding that bridge. We're getting our core involved in this move, right? There's lots of control. We're gonna do 5 more. There's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Relax those hips down. We will switch legs. So right leg's down, left leg is over. We're pressing up and down, right? And if the single leg bridge doesn't feel good, remember, you get both feet down. And by doesn't feel good, I don't mean burning. I mean, if it physically causes you pain. Not just like, oh, I want to have both feet down because it's easier. You could do that, but I mean, come on. You don't want to cheat yourself. So in about 10 seconds, we're going into our bridge hold and our kick. So we'll do 2 more here. Here's 1. Here's 2 holding that bridge. Left leg kicks out and back. So it's not a fast kick. You're trying to extend that leg, stretch that leg, point your toe. Almost act like you're going to touch your foot to the corner of your room, right? You're extending and pointing. Extending and pointing, right? So nice and controlled. You've got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. You're going to relax those hips down. You're going to go to your side. We're going to get our glutes warmed up just a little bit more. And then we're going to get started for the day, huh? Okay, so with our top leg, you're just going to kick your leg up and down. Doesn't matter which side you start with. Try to keep your leg as straight as you can, right? Make sure you're pointing your toe, right? You're moving your whole leg as a unit. So try to keep your leg as straight as possible. If you feel like your leg is bending, you can do a smaller motion. But otherwise, you just want to get that hip loosened up for the day and get that leg ready to roll. So you're going to start adding in a half pulse. So you're going to come down, you're going to pulse, and then kick up. Pulse, and then kick up, right? So you kind of have a one-on-one half rep here. We've done this move before. It's nothing too wild, just enough to keep you kicking, okay? So we got 15 seconds, and then we're gonna just pulse, right? So we're not gonna be on our side too long. We're just trying to get your hips moving a little bit before we get started. And I got the hiccups, I guess, I don't know. You got 5 seconds here. Okay, and then now you're just gonna pulse. So as you pulse, control that leg. Really, really try to point your toe so you can flex that whole leg. You want your leg moving as a unit. It's a small motion. Core is tight. You're breathing. And then in 20 seconds, we're gonna flip sides. It's easy as that, right? The workout will be easy today. I guarantee it. Got 10 seconds. Keep on breathing. Keep focusing on keeping that leg nice and straight. You want your hip, ankle, and knee to all move together. You got 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax, and then you're gonna switch sides, right? So pretty simple. Once you're switched, just kick your leg up and down. Right? You can handle that. So again, you're trying to keep that leg as straight as you can. You're pointing that toe. Don't feel like you have to kick your leg up way high. right? You don't even have to kick it up as high as I do. And it's gonna depend on whatever side you're on, how high up you can kick, okay? But taking your time, don't overdo it. You're warming up still, right? You don't wanna be overdoing it and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired now. Nah, we're warming up, you can't get tired. So now we're gonna add in that half pulse. So you'll pulse, kick up, right? Pulse and kick up. So same thing, you're still keeping that leg nice and straight. You wanna point your toe, that way you don't have a floppy ankle, right? If you have a floppy ankle, that's what it looks like. You don't wanna do that, right? Your toe should be nice and pointed, and that's gonna help engage your whole leg, right? There's a reason why we point our toe, right? Some people might be like, well, it looks pretty or whatever. No, I don't think so. We're just engaging our muscles is what we're doing, okay? You got 10 seconds here, and then we're just going into that pulse. So just a nice and controlled motion here, and now we pulse. So with that pulse, remember, don't make it all wacky all over. I want you to control that pulse, right? So make sure it's not just flapping there, right? You want it to look like you've got bones in your leg, right? You don't want to have a flappy leg. People will be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with your leg? You don't want people to say that to you, okay? So holding that posture still, make sure those shoulders are relaxed, right? I'm sure nobody's shoulders were relaxed until I just said it. It's hard to remember that, okay? We got about 10 seconds, then we're gonna get started. Now that our glutes are gonna be all nice and warmed up, okay? We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, so our thing is gonna be on our back, and it's gonna be a bridge mixed with an ab move. So on this, the full focus of this is to go slow. So move number 1 is just gonna be a bridge, right? You're gonna press up, then you're gonna come down, you're gonna scoot your heels out. If you can, you're gonna go into a full roll up, come back down, right? And you'll bridge. So if that feels like too much for you, you could also just do a bridge, bring your hips down, and then crunch up. Okay, so we're getting our glutes and our core together. So you wanna go slow and controlled. Ready? And go, right? So you're bridging, squeeze your glutes, come all the way down nice and slow, scoot your feet forward, you'll roll up nice and tall, and come back, right? So we're not in PE class. This isn't, hey, get in as many sit-ups as you can in a minute. I want you to focus on each move, right? So going fast doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get better results. You wanna really focus and isolate those glutes, right? And when you're sitting up, you wanna try to sit up as tall as possible. Come down nice and slow, right? So both movements, you're moving nice and slow and controlled, right? Even if you're doing that crunch, you're still moving slow. You're focusing on bracing that core, right? You're rolling up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae on each move, right? There's something fun for you. Okay, you're doing a great job taking your time. Remember, bridge, focus on that squeeze. Slowly roll down, scoot those feet out. Sit up nice and tall, focus on that posture. Okay, we got about 10 seconds, so let's do 2 more sets. Here's a bridge, scooting your feet forward. You'll roll up or crunch up. You'll slowly come back, and we're gonna do 1 more. We'll bridge, we'll come down, you'll scoot your feet forward. You're gonna roll up, and then you can stay rolled up. We're gonna go to our hands and our knees here. So we got another combination move here. So we're gonna start with our left leg. You're gonna kick your left leg up and out. Then you're gonna come down. You're gonna go same knee, same tricep. You'll kick out and up. And then you're going same knee, same tricep. So up and then bend, right? So you're trying to kick up past your hip, in, knee to your elbow. Okay, so again, taking your time, going fast on this won't earn you bonus points. It will just make you more tired, okay? So focus on the posture, right? It's 2 separate movements, so you don't want to combine them. Make sure that your leg comes back and then lifts. Okay, so taking your time, move by move, right? Go at a pace that you feel like you can control, because we're going for a whole minute, and your goal is to try to tap that knee to your elbow or your tricep, right? So we're getting some oblique and some glute action in here, okay? You're taking your time, try to stay nice and tall on those arms, right? And you want to try not to take a break. That's why we're going slow, is so you can maintain that rhythm, okay? You've got 20 seconds, and then we're going to switch legs. So taking your time, the only thing that should be moving right now is your left leg, right? Your whole body should not be moving. You've got 10 seconds. Okay, you're doing a great job. We're gonna do one more, kicking up, elbow to knee, and we're gonna switch. Okay, so I'm just rolling over so you can see my other side. So right leg is out, you're gonna kick up, you'll come in, elbow to knee. Kick up, come down, elbow to knee. Right, so nice and controlled. You wanna focus on pointing that toe, lifting that leg. And remember, your whole body's not moving. It is just that right leg. So head's not hanging down. Your core is staying tight. You're holding on to that posture, okay? So keep it in a rhythm that feels good to you, right? So if you feel like you're going way faster than me, you better slow down, okay? Make sure you're paying attention to your posture. It's easy to hang that head down. Try not to. I know it's fun to watch yourself work out, but you don't need to watch your leg move over and over. There's no fun in that. Okay, we got about 15 seconds. All right, keep on breathing. Keep on lifting. We got 10 seconds to go. All right, and we're gonna do one more. So we'll lift, bend elbow to knee, and relax. So now we're going to our back and we're doing just a core move. Right, so you're gonna be up in a crunch the whole time. And you're gonna go side to side, the same side. You're gonna bring that right arm down to your right heel. You'll come back to the middle. You'll crunch and reach to that left heel. So you're staying up in a crunch off of those shoulder blades and you're reaching side to side. So you're keeping that lower back down that whole time. You've got a hand behind your head to help support your neck, right? And you're just going side to side, trying to reach as far forward as you can, right? So I'm touching my ankles. You can touch your ankles. If you can't reach your ankles, that's okay. Try to touch for your heel or even just your Achilles, right? Reach where you can, and that's all you can do to control it, right? So we got 15 seconds, then we're gonna go into a pulsing move, okay? So try to stay up off your shoulder blades, going side to side. So we're gonna go to our left side here. You're just gonna pulse and reach for that left foot. So your fingertips are reaching, reaching, and reaching. So you're not letting yourself relax. You're staying up and contracted with those abs. You're just reaching up and up and up, right? So you're not coming back at all. It's still slow. You're not pulling on your neck. It is your abs that are doing the motion, right? So it's a controlled pulse. It's not as fast as you can go, right? So it's here, pulse. Pulse, that's your pace. Pulse, pulse. You're reaching, 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 reaching. We got 10 seconds until we switch sides, right? So don't go too fast on this pulse. You want to isolate it in your abs, okay? Control that motion. Come back to the center. You're going right arm, right hand. You're reaching, reaching. So remember, it's slow, right? It's reach. Reach, that's my pace. Crunch, 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 crunch. So you're just barely coming down, right? You're trying to stay up off that left shoulder blade, and you're reaching, reaching, reaching. Okay, so keep holding on to that. Your abs should be burning quite a bit by this point, right? Keep maintaining, right? We're almost there. 10 seconds to go. You're reaching, reaching, reaching. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, so now we're going back to a bridge core combo move. This time it's going to be a single leg bridge. So you're going to keep your right foot down. Your left leg, you want to have out straight, right? So we don't want to have it up too high. We kind of want to have it about 6 inches up off the floor. What you're going to do here is you're going to press into a bridge. Your hips come down. You're going to lift into a crunch. Press into a bridge. Hips come down. Lift into a crunch. So your left leg will not move at all. Okay? Ready? And go. So you're going to bridge. Hips come down. You crunch up. So your goal is to not use that left leg to help you lift up. You want it to stay stationary, right? You want to point that toe. You're using your core to help you lift. So remember, it's not a fast move, right? If you don't want your hands behind your head, you don't have to. But I think it feels better, especially for my neck, if it starts to feel stiff, okay? So take your time in between each of these transitions, right? Again, it's not as fast as you can possibly go, right? And you want to try to have that left leg just about 6 inches up off the floor, right? So you've got to keep that quad nice and strong to hold that position, right? And if it felt like too much to do single leg, you could do what we did the first time with both legs down and bridge and crunch there, okay? So taking your time, we've got 15 seconds until we switch sides, right? So make sure your head is down before you go into that bridge, right? You might be moving on the floor. I think I'm moving on my mat. We're gonna do one more bridge and crunch. One more, gonna switch. So left leg is down, right leg is out 6 inches. We're gonna bridge and then crunch, right? Bridge and crunch, right? So if the single leg doesn't feel good to you, remember what we did before, you'll bridge with both legs and then crunch there. Okay, so taking your time between each move. This is not a fast move. All of these moves today are about control and focusing on your form, right? So going slow is going to get you the best results out of this, right? And that should excite you. You're like, heck yeah, I get to go slow during the workout. I can get on board with that, right? That's what I say. Okay, you're doing a great job. We've got about 20 seconds until we go to our next move, right? So you're getting a lot of glute work here, hamstring work, and of course your core, right? But your right leg's getting some work too. How fun is that? Okay, you're almost there. Doing one more lift and crunch, and you'll relax. Okay, and then we're going back to our hands and our knees. And we're gonna do some more leg motions here. So, if you need to, if your wrists are hurting you, you could be down on your fist, or you can even go to your elbows, right? So it's up to you. Right leg's gonna be out straight. You wanna have your leg even with your hip, and you're gonna do small circling motions. So you're doing a small circling motion here. As you make a circle, make sure your hips aren't swaying, right? We're not hula hooping, okay? Head's not hanging down. You're just going in one direction here, right? Like the band. Okay, and you're just really focusing on that circle, right? So if you were going crazy fast, it's hard to hold your body in place. There's a lot of small stabilizing muscles that are working here. Okay, so now you're gonna reverse your circle. Okay, and same thing, your body should not be moving. Your right leg is moving, and that's really it, right? So your arms have to be strong. You've got to pay attention to what your leg is doing, and you've got to keep that core nice and strong, okay? So it's not making as many circles as you can, right? The less you do, probably the better your form will be. Okay, you're doing a great job, right? So now we're gonna do a combo. You're gonna circle one way, circle the other, right? Circle one way, circle the other. How fun is that? You're making a globe. Okay, so nice and controlled. Remember, just that leg is moving. If you want to do larger circles, you could, but you have to be able to control your body with that. Okay, you got 15 seconds. 10 seconds to go. Then we get to switch legs, right? 5 seconds. Let's do one more each way. Here's one. Coming back. Here's two. Coming back. You're going to relax. And we've got our left leg. So left leg's out straight. Make sure that leg is even with your left hip, and you're just starting with a small circle. Okay? So I don't care which direction you start with, as long as you remember when you switch. Okay? So make sure you're controlling that leg. Your body's not moving, right? We want this to be focused hip work, right? We want your hip to get the most benefit out of this. So try not to let your body cheat for you, okay? We have 15 seconds until we go the other direction, okay? Nice and controlled. You've got 5 seconds. Okay, so now you're gonna reverse, right? So reversing that circle. Your leg is staying nice and straight. Your core is nice and tight. Make sure you're breathing. Head's not hanging down. You should be looking straight down at your mat. Okay, we got 15 seconds until we do the combo. So your right glute and hip should be burning. Okay, you're doing a great job here. We're almost there. 5 seconds. And then now you're going to combo. So you're going to circle one way, circle the other. right? Circle one way, circle the other. So kind of imagine you're drawing circles with your foot, like you've got a marker on your foot, and you're gonna color your wall, right? That sounds like something fun to do. Okay, you got 15 seconds, and then we're gonna go to our next core isolated move here. 10 seconds to go. Head's not hanging down. You're going one direction, and then the other. 5 seconds, so we'll go one more each way. Here's one, here's two. You're gonna relax, and we're going to our back. Okay, so we are gonna be in a crunch hold again. If the crunch hold hurts your neck, you could keep your head down. Otherwise, you wanna hold up that head, up off those shoulder blades. You've got heels down, toes up, and you're gonna do alternating taps going side to side. So you're staying up in that crunch, right? You're supporting your head, chin's off our chest, your back is down to the ground that whole entire time, okay? Doing a great job. And of course, we will go into doubles, don't you worry. Single, single, double, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so now we're gonna add in a double. So you're gonna go single, single. When you do double, do a small motion, okay? Single, single, small motions, right? Do not let both feet go out very far. It can be an inch or smaller, honestly, right? I think that's an inch, I don't know. It's been a while since I've used a ruler. Okay, you got 10 seconds here, and then we're gonna do just doubles, okay? So pay attention to your back on the doubles. That's when it gets hard. So now we're gonna tap in and out. Remember, the smaller, the better. You're gonna feel us isolate those core moves, hold in that crunch. If you needed to modify, just do the single taps like before, right? If you can do both, perfect. The smaller the motion, the better for your core, right? Wild wacky moves are not gonna accomplish anything on this. You have 10 seconds, and then we're on our final bridge move of the day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, so now we're on our final bridge. So you're gonna be up in our bridge. Well, actually, you're gonna start down, but what you're gonna do, you're gonna press up, you're gonna bring your left leg towards you, you're gonna pulse down, up, that foot comes down, you come down. So just our left leg to start with. Ready? And go. So you're gonna bridge up, left leg comes towards you, your hips come down, your hips come up, left leg comes down. Left leg comes towards you, hips come down, hips come up, it comes down, right? So we're kind of doing a marching motion, right? Your left leg will be in a tabletop position when your hips pulse up and down. So we're just focusing on that left side. Your right leg is doing the action of pressing, okay? We've got 10 seconds until we switch sides, okay? You're doing a great job. Let's do 2 more. Here's 1, coming back. Here's 2, coming back. Now as we come up, our right leg will come up. He'll pulse up and down. Foot comes down, you come down. Press up, right leg's towards you, pulse up and down, and back. So remember, taking your time. You don't have to keep up with me. You definitely don't want to go faster than me, right? Today's workout is all about control. So the slower you go, the better, right? Because you don't want to just fly through this workout. You want those stabilizing muscles to really take control, and that's what's going to keep you stronger so you don't get injuries, right? Nobody wants injuries. Nobody has time for that. Okay, taking your time, right? We're almost there. We're going to do 2 more here. So here's 1, coming down. Here's 2, coming back. Now you're going to press up into your bridge, and you're going to do an alternating march, okay? So for this, you can have your hands by your side. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can bring your arms up into the air, right? And you're going to balance a little bit more there. But when that leg comes up, you want to keep your heel away from your hamstring. You want it to be a tabletop type position. So we've got 15 seconds, okay? And then we're going to our next hip move. Okay, you're doing a great job controlling the body. 10 seconds, nice and slow, right? You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. We're going back to our hands and our knees. This is our last move like this. We're gonna do an up and over motion. So, right leg will be out straight. You're gonna kick up and over, right? So it's kind of like you're making a mountain peak motion here, Okay, go for it. Up and over, leg is nice and straight, right? Think about your core. And remember, this is a slow and controlled motion. So you want to lift and tap, right? You're not going fast. You want to go nice and slow and controlled. Okay, head's not hanging down, right? Make sure you're breathing. You want to try to get as full range of motion as you can. That's why we're going slow and controlled so that you don't burn out, because we still have 30 seconds left on this leg. Okay, so core is tight. Keep on breathing. Lift up as high as you can and down. High as you can and down. Okay, we're almost there. You've got 15 seconds, right? Make sure your arms are nice and strong. Remember, our body's not moving. It is just our right leg, okay? You're doing a great job. You have 5 seconds, right? So let's do 2 more. Here's 1, coming down. Here's 2, coming down. Now we're gonna switch legs. Left leg is out. You're going up and over with the left leg, right? So left leg's out. You're keeping up and over, right? Up and over. So remember, head's not hanging down. You're up nice and tall. Your shoulders are relaxed. You're moving slow and controlled. Right? That's the name of the game today. Slow Monday. Right? It's good to move slow on a Monday. That's what your body wants. Okay, nice and controlled. Core is tight. Try to keep kicking up to that same level that whole time. Right? You want to kick up as high as you can and control that leg down. If you can hear your leg land, you're not controlling your leg. Okay? You're doing a great job. 30 seconds to go. Then we got one more move. Okay? Keep on rocking. You're almost there. We got about 15 seconds to go. Focusing on your core and breathing here. Both legs should be burning. You got 10 seconds. Almost there. 5 seconds. We'll go one more each way. Here's 1. Here's 2. You'll relax, and we're going to finish on our back here. So, what you're going to do here is going to be a bicycle crunch. So you have 2 options. If you want it to be more modified, you're going to scoot your feet away, and you're going to have your feet somewhat extended. You're going to just go one side and then the other and keep one foot down. If you want to step it up a notch, you'll have both legs up, and you're going to go slow and controlled. Okay? Ready? And go. So again, just like before, this is slow and controlled. Right here's your pace. You've got 1, 2, that's your pace. 3, 4. Remember, if you're modifying, you always have one foot down, and you're going side to side there. You're staying up in that crunch. Okay, so we're going as slow as you can. Right? You shouldn't ever have your feet in the same area or your legs. We've got 30 seconds left of your workout, and then you're done. So take your time, kicking side to side and crunching. Right? The slower you go, the better it is. It's like you're biking up a super steep hill and you feel like you're going nowhere. That's what it should feel like. And you should be like, oh, I'm ready to hop off my bike and walk up that hill. But you're not gonna, because we're almost done. Okay, you got 10 seconds. Keep on biking. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And you're all done. Good job. Monday.